Hello, beautiful people. It's your girl, Midday, the one and only. And you guys are back watching another episode of the Midday Show. In fact, the final episode of season 1. I hope you guys have had an amazing week. Hope you guys are blessed and putting positive energy into the atmosphere. You know how it goes. I don't have a drink today because I'm going to give you a little story time. Christopher, my producer, decided not to tell me that he was traveling on Monday, and I had to literally throw all of this together in 2 days. Yes, I am very talented. However, it was very stressful, and in the midst of that, I forgot to bring my glass and my drink. So we're drinking the air today. But you guys get your cocktails, your mocktails, and whatever you guys are drinking, and let's get into it. Welcome to this part of the show called Fit Check, where we will be going through all the details of my outfit, head to toe, darling. So let's get right into it. So my blazer, do you know what? Before we even start, I feel like this look is very festive. I wanted to give you like Christmas inspo. If you've got your work due, if you've got a friendmas, Secret Santa, whatever it is, this is something that you guys can actually wear. I'm gonna wear this to my Secret Santa party, and it's very in line with the Christmas theme. Not too much, just enough. You know what I mean? So my blazer is from H&M. Everything I'm wearing is recent because Christopher didn't give me time to plan, so I literally got everything today. So this is from H&M. These Diamante net pants are from Zara. I know, how stunning. These heels are from ASOS. I think they're from the wedding collection, but as per, I will link everything in the description box below. And now time for accessories. This choker, even though it's not meant to be a choker, it's meant to be a necklace, but it broke, so I had to get creative. This choker is from H&M. These earrings are from H&M, and my hair was done by none other than House of Hair, the UK's leading extensionist. Guys, I keep on telling you they will have you all the way together. They never fail. They absolutely never fail. Now, I'm absolutely enjoying this look. Like I said, I'm going to wear it to my Secret Santa affair, and I feel like it's giving. It's giving sexy, sophisticated. It's giving... she's a high-class babe. Okay, I'm going to give you guys a 12 so you can see the back. She's a baddie. She's a baddie. But she classy. But she classy. She a baddie. She a baddie. But she classy. But she classy. Ooh, yes, guys. That is it for Fit Check. I will link everything in the description box below so you guys can shop to your heart's content. So... before we get into the gist and things that have been happening in the community, I have been part of the gist, I guess, and I'm going to address a few things before we actually move on to the core part of the show. Now, there's 2 things I want to address. I went on to a podcast. I actually haven't been back on the show since it's happened, so I thought I'd address it here. It kind of just went left. When I got there, there was a lot of hostility, bad energy. Like I said, it totally went left. I'm not really going to get into the details of it because it's very irrelevant. The only thing that I want to say is that I'm very, very embarrassed to even have been on such a podcast where the majority of the people speak in third person. Ill. Just the fact that it's gone viral and I was associated with such foolishness is very embarrassing to me. It's not something that I ever want to be associated with. I went there to have a mature, open, honest conversation. I don't know why I expected that from people that can't even articulate themselves and don't even know words in the dictionary. I'll be very, very mindful of things that I go on in the future. I'm not just going on anyone's podcast. I'm not going on anyone's platform. Not every opportunity is a good opportunity because I don't have time for rubbish. Simple. The next person that I want to address, I don't even know what his name is, but I spoke about him the last time, the guy that needs a bra. He decided to speak to retaliate and make a video. Very childish response. He was basically saying she's wearing hair that's not her own. Oh, the textures don't even match. How are you disrespecting someone with hair when you can't even get into the club? You have no hair. Please make it make sense. I'm going to need you to be fucking for real. Like I said, I'm not going to get into it too much. This is the last time I'm going to speak on it. But please, if you're going to disrespect black women, I will be there. I've already said that already. If you want to come for me, come with better responses. And you, sir, could never. Moving on. Obviously, I'm sure the majority of you are aware that Nella Rose has entered into I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here, aka The Jungle. She has not had a smooth journey so far, and I know a lot of you guys know the story, but for those that don't know the story, Nella Rose got into like a little bit of an argument with one of the contestants. His name is Fred, where he said that he is old enough to be her dad, and Nella Rose took offense to that because she has lost her dad and her mum. It's obviously still a soft spot for her, and she didn't appreciate him saying that. She didn't confront it that day. She waited to the next day before she said anything. She only said anything because he kept asking her if she was okay, if she was hungry, if she wanted anything to eat, to which she refused. Now, I heard about the situation before actually watching the clip. And in my head, I was like, Nella Rose is not in the wrong. This is before I've watched the clip, by the way, because I'm always going to support my black sisters. So when I actually watched the video, saw the exchange between Nella Rose and Fred, I was waiting for Fred to say something so that I could justify my support. It never came. I cannot tell anybody how to grieve, but I can say that in my personal, humble, and usually accurate opinion, Nella Rose definitely overreacted. I just don't think she handled the situation very well. You can be grieving, but you don't have to be disrespectful, to which she was very disrespectful to Fred. And I just think that it just shows that obviously there's a lot of healing that needs to be done. There's a lot of growing that needs to be done. I'm not going to say that she's this, she's that, whatever. I stand by Nella Rose all day, every day. But obviously she's a human being. People make mistakes. It is what it is. However, from this situation, the Palms never fail to show their ass. They never fail to show us that we are visitors in their country. The racist chants, the racist comments, the racist things have begun. They started on that very moment where they started calling Nella Rose all types of names, started disrespecting her, dragging her through the mud as a black woman. Just absolutely nasty. Britain, the UK never failed to show us how racist they are. And they use Nella Rose as a scapegoat. Now, like I said, I do not believe that Nella Rose was right in that particular situation. I do think that she overreacted and she should have handled the situation better. That's just me being real big sister to little sister, even though I don't know her, but hey, Nella. I do think that she could have handled the situation differently. However, that doesn't warrant the Palms coming and disrespecting her, calling her all sorts of names. Like, be fucking for real. This is a 26-year-old woman who's navigating through national TV. I don't think she had the correct coaching. They haven't they've just, in my opinion, I feel like they've just told her to come on the show and be yourself. And Nella only deals with YouTube and the Pink Court and Foot Asylum, where she just gets to be herself and talk anyhow and no one really corrects her. But on national TV, it's completely different, you know what I mean? And I just think this is something that she will learn from, and people need to have grace for her because none of you guys are perfect. I'm sure a lot of you have skid marks, but you're cussing somebody online about that, oh, she's a UK beast. Grow up, please. But yeah, all my love to Nella Rose. I hope that this makes her stronger. I do think that it's a positive because her name is getting out there. They say all publicity is good publicity. So people that never heard of Nella Rose before are now hearing of her. And she's a lovable girl. She can win people's hearts back. Eventually, as she matures and as she grows older, she'll know how to handle situations much differently. I was a total asshole when I was 26. Now that I'm 31, I am so much more mature, so much more classy, so much more grown in how I handle things. I'm not arguing with irrelevant people. I'm not doing things especially because Fred's energy wasn't combative. If someone's speaking to you and they're not combative, usually you should reciprocate that energy, but she'll learn, she'll grow. And I stand with Nella Rose. As per usual, who has been part of the trolling? Black men. In particular, a man called Young Spray. Now, I don't know who this man is, and that's not me being shady. I just genuinely don't know who he is. I've been seeing his content online for the last couple of weeks, and there's a lot of Nella Rose hate, which I'm a bit confused by. He did admit that he's never met this woman before. He doesn't know her, but he's trolling her every single day. Why? Well, not every single day, but he's trolling her a lot. Why? This is a young woman who is navigating through life, and you think at your big age, because this man is apparently in his 40s, I don't know if that's true or not, but you're a big man coming for a 26-year-old woman. Are you not ashamed? Why are you doing that? He's been online just talking about her, saying she's ugly or she's fat and whatever. I don't even know specifically what he's been saying, but he's been saying some very mean things about her. Apparently, Poet called him out and was like, what you doing? It's wrong, blah, 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 to which he recanted his statement. And then he decided to tweet this. Absolutely beautiful, 10 out of 10. Obviously, he's being a troll. Do you have a job? Like, I just want to know, like, what is going on? Why are you being horrible to her? What's your motive here? You've never met this girl. Are you jealous of her fame? Are you jealous of her success? It's giving hater. It's giving, I need to go and seek help. That's what it's given to me. Like I said, I don't know who this man is, but I just think it's very weird that you keep on coming for someone who doesn't even know you, has never spoken about you, has never even batted an eyelid at you. It's very strange to me. Anyways, Mimi the blogger came online and she was kind of like backing Nella Rose and saying like, what you doing, whatever, to which they got into like an online back and forth and whatever, and allegedly was saying that he has taken crack, and once you've taken crack, your point is invalid, which I agree on. And it was just such a distasteful thing in my mouth, just nasty, dirty. I just don't understand. As a black man, as a man in general, why are you arguing with women online? Ew. Ew. Please get a grip of yourself and stop coming for someone that doesn't know you. This is the problem with humanity. A lot of people are just in dark places and they're spewing that online. Can we just love ourselves as a community? Can we just be better? Do better, please, Young Spray. Do better. I beg. Moving on. Cassie has sued Diddy for years of physical abuse, rape, and sex trafficking, to which they settled it. I think it was like in 2 days. He settled it and he paid the settlement. Now, I read the document that Cassie put out. Well, I watched a TikTok video of someone else reading it, but it was very informative and they went through all the pages of what she's accusing him of. And honey, I wish I had a drink to sip on. It was very intense, very detailed, and very, very disturbing. She alleges that he made her sleep with male prostitutes, that he beat her up countless times, that he burnt her ex-boyfriend's car, Kid Cudi, to which he said he was going to do it. And then literally maybe a couple days later, his car was burnt, was up in flames. And just a lot of other sinister things that I'm just not even going to get to. It was very graphic. It was very disturbing. It was very disgusting. Now, Diddy is standing by the fact that he never did it. He's saying that these are false allegations, blah, 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 blah. I mean, obviously I wasn't there, but I do think that Diddy, I'm not saying he did it, but I'm not saying he didn't do it. You know what I mean? I think that Diddy is very questionable, in my personal, humble, and usually accurate opinion. I think that he is very questionable. I knew he wasn't shit when he made them people walk to the cheesecake shop for 4 hours knowing that it was closed. What kind of evil man does that? If you can do that, you can do much more. And then there's now other women coming out of the woodworks also claiming that he did things to them. There's been multiple rumors of things that Diddy does, his sex parties, allegedly that he's gay, all of these things. Not my words, it's the streets speaking, okay? I never said it. There's been multiple rumors for years about the things that he gets up to. So when this accusation came out, I didn't even bat an eyelid. I wasn't even surprised. This is my theory, by the way. When you have so much sex, you now start looking to explore things that are out of the norm. Do you get what I mean? Like, you're no longer just having your typical, you know, freaky sex. Now you're taking it to another level where you're pissing on people, you're doing nasty things, bestiality, all of these things, because the normality doesn't excite you anymore. And that is what I think goes on with this man. That's just my opinion. I ain't got all the answers. You know what I'm saying? But that's just my opinion. A lot of people were saying, why didn't she take him to federal court, like, so that he can go to prison? Clearly, people are uneducated and don't know about statutes of limitations. The crimes that she's accusing him of are 10 years ago. They're a long time ago. You can't press charges when, I think in America it's like 5 years. After 5 years, you can't press charges anymore. So then you have to do it in civil court or something like that. And that's the route that she chose to go down. And she got her money. And also everything that he's done to her is now on record, which I highly respect. Obviously, she was advised by her lawyers, not people on the internet that don't know anything and didn't finish secondary school. Okay? I believe everything she said. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? I believe everything she said. I believe that it happened. Sending all my love to Cassie and all the other women that are going to come out too, because it's going to happen. The train is about to start. And everyone's going to see the perversion that goes on in that industry. That's all I'm going to say. Moving on.
If you know, you know. That's all I'm going to say. If you know, you know.
So this past week, there was an event called 12 Drinks. I've spoken about it before. It's an amazing event, very ghetto fabulous, my kind of vibe. In this event, this man has now taken over from Dominic. If you guys know Dominic, he was the guy many years ago that was caught on camera doing, is it fellatio? I can't remember what the word is, but basically yam in front on the stairs. Now this guy has taken the crown and he was caught on camera yam in front in a toilet cubicle. When I first saw it, my first thought was,
I'm a bit jealous, not gonna lie, a bit jealous. It's been a while, Just thinking, oh, he's going in. He is going in. Toot. But then I started to think, hold on, that's a toilet cubicle. Is it not smelling?
Was the disabled toilet occupied? Could you not go to the car? There were so many things going through my head. Hello, hi. There's no way on God's green earth you could be that out of it and that horny that people are recording you. And I was thinking to myself, are they that drunk that they don't see people recording? But he actually, in one of the videos, looked up. So he saw the people recording and still proceeded to do what he was doing. Very scatty behavior. Now, don't get me wrong. Everybody loves a bit of you know what. But guys, come on. Let's have a bit of decorum. Okay? Just at least go to the disabled toilet. Come on. At least go to your car. I'm sure you drove to the event. Or better yet, have some self-control. Oh, that's a thought. That's a thought. Now, apparently the girl was engaged and, you know, she's reported the incident to the police and she said how she didn't like the fact that they recorded her and XYZ. I feel very sorry for the girl to be having your bodily parts online and it circulating and all of that. It's not a nice thing to go through. It's very, very disgusting. And I think that the people that actually went out of their way to record are nasty perverts. And they should actually be prosecuted. Because why would you just whip out your phone and start recording people doing sexual things? That's disgusting. Now, apparently this guy is suicidal. He's regretting it. Listen, sir, you did a good job. You did a good job. Just own it. I mean, it's very nonsense and it's very tasteless, but you've done it now. You might as well own it. Do you know what I mean? There's no point of you going into deep depression. Just take the high road and say, it was me. Hey, look, mommy. Hey, look, Shane Koko for me. That's it. Simple. Do you know what I'm saying? Let's do better, guys. Let's wait till after the party before we entertain ourselves. Or at least use a disabled toilet. Okay? Moving on. This week's shout out of the week goes to Sasha and Kret, who won an award for their baby range, Nala's baby range. Well done. We love to see black people shining. We love to see black excellence. And we also love to see co-parents coming together and creating generational wealth for their child. It's absolutely amazing. I think they've done an amazing job and I'm praying for bigger and better for them. Well done, guys. All the best to you.